It's Tennessee.Frank.
Hey guys, what's going on? Tennessee.Frank here. We're going to take a look at a couple knives that I picked up recently. As you guys probably know if you watch my channel, I'm always on the search for kind of the ultimate camping, bushcrafting, just, you know, all around knife. And they can be kind of hard to find. I mean, you find something you like and it's, you know, $200 or $300. And I mean, I can't really afford that. And then if you find something that's at a good price point, you know, 30, 40 bucks, it's normally junk, has, you know, crappy steel, it won't hold an edge. There's one company that I have really come to rely on for decent knives, and I really trust them. And we'll take a look at this box real quick, and it's Morakniv. And this is the Kansbol, and it's a pretty decent little camp knife. A lot of reviews that I've watched on it, the people really love it. Another one by Morakniv is the little Eldris, and this is a really kind of an interesting knife. It's a small blade, but it gives you a decent handle, so you have something you can actually grip. I do have one of the companions. This is a stainless. That's the standard companion, unmodified spine, so it won't strike a ferrule rod. Same deal with the companion heavy duty. This is going to be the carbon steel model, also unmodified spine, so it won't strike a ferrule rod very well. But what I do have a couple of the same knives, but I went ahead, if you can see, I've ground that spine. I've used sandpaper and ground that down. This will strike a ferrule rod now. Scandi grind. All these knives have Scandi grind, which I love for camp use. I have put the modified ones in the green sheaths, and I left the unmodified in the black sheaths. And then here's my carbon steel that I blued, and I've also modified the spine on this. So it's got a good sharp spine. But like I say, you do have to modify these. But this is a good general purpose camp knife. You can get the companions for 15 to 20 bucks. The heavy duties, 20, 25. But there just still wasn't something quite, you know, perfect about them. I wanted something maybe a little larger, a little nicer. And that's where the Kansbol comes in. If you see here, this has a bit larger blade. We'll take a look. Let's do the unmodified one so you can see more. You see the blades. It's got a bit wider blade, a little bit longer blade. Thickness wise, I'd say that the heavy duty is a bit thicker, but the handle on this is just, it's phenomenal. Both handles are good, but I really like this Kansbol handle. And the way they do the grind, it is a Scandi grind, and then they kind of bevel this down to give it more like a flat grind. So if you're doing fine work, chopping or whatever, this is perfect for that. Skinning, I mean anything like that. And then up close here where you're going to be making your feather sticks, you know, you still got your Scandi grind up in there, a full Scandi. But you can see these are made in Sweden, so they're not going to be this Chinese junk that sometimes you get a hold of. We can look at the specs real quick. You can go ahead and pause and look. You can see 4.3 inch blade, 8.9 inches overall, 0.1, so that's 1/10 of an inch thick, 4.7 ounces, and it does have the ground spine. It has a really aggressive spine. I mean, I wish you could feel that. You can like scrape your fingernail. You can see the shavings there on the fingernail. It's got a very aggressive spine. So that's going to throw a ton of sparks. The next little one that we can take a look at, let me put this one up. The next little one we're going to take a look at is this little Eldris. And I had some leather left over from one of my other knives, so I did make a belt hanger for it. It came without the belt hanger, so we can take that off. This is how it came. No belt hanger, just a little sheath. And this is a little stubby knife blade. But just like the Kansbol, it has kind of a compound grind. Scandi, and then they kind of flatten this out so you can do fine work with this. Again, made in Sweden. And it gives you a decent grip. Most of the small knives, you can't hardly get 2 fingers on them. This one you get, you know, 3.5. If you do a saber grip, you can get, you know, all 4 fingers. If you're going to do like a fencing grip, you can still get 3 good fingers on there. And you can always add a lanyard to give you a little more purchase on that. But yeah, this is a real sweet little knife. And one interesting thing about the sheaths, you can see this has this little clip holder on it. Let me get that off here, because it does lock on pretty good. It has this little belt holder that clips on. This will actually clip on, and it'll fit this knife as well. So you can swap these out. If you put this on your belt, let's say you're just around camp, you don't really need a big knife, clip that on. Then if you're going to like go out and about, maybe you need a bigger knife, slide it out, clip that right there on, and it locks in place. So that makes it really versatile. But for the money, these guys run, you know, around 25 bucks, 25, 26. I've seen them as high as 28, depending on what color you get. But for the money, I don't think you're going to get a better knife. These run around 35 to 40. And you're getting 12C, 27N, I believe 12C, 27N. Let me look that up. I think it's 12C, 27M. Let me get my phone. We'll look this up. Let's look this up. What do you say? Break out my knife app here. Okay, it's just 12C27. And you can see it's a Sandvik steel, Swedish. It's very pure alloy. So it is a good alloy. It's going to hold a decent edge. Now if you go with the Garber, I don't know if you guys have seen the Garber, it's similar, but it's a full Scandi grind. There's no bevel on the Garber. And that's going to be your 14C28N. That's what I was thinking. And that's a very good knife steel. But with the Garber, you're talking probably, you know, $80. So you can get both of these knives for less than you would pay for one Garber. And I honestly think with this bevel, this is going to be a more versatile camp knife, and it's still got the Scandi grind for bushcrafting. But I mean, we can look at the specs here while we're at it too. I forgot to do that. You can see 2.3 inch blade. It's not a huge blade. 5.6 inches overall. 0.08, so it is a little thinner, and 2.8 ounces. And they say it's pocket size, and it does have a nice aggressive spine. It's ground, so you can go ahead and strike your ferro rods with that too and get really good sparks. But I just wanted to kind of show you these knives because I've liked these Morris for a while. I mean, they're really good knives, and if you're looking for something just kind of a general camp knife, bushcraft knife, check out the Kansbol. If you want something small, check out this little Eldris. Both of them are real good for what they're designed to do. I wouldn't go batoning a lot of wood with them or try chopping, because that's not what a knife's for. If you want to chop, get an axe. I mean, that's what axes are for. But yeah, these are awesome little knives. Also, Real American Heroes Coffee. Check them out online. Go online, Google search Real American Heroes. My buddy Todd at work is part owner with that. Todd, the Sergeant's Choice. Check his channel out. He's got a pretty good channel. He's been doing a lot of knife reviews too lately. But give him a look. Check out Real American Heroes Coffee. I think you'll like their coffee. He gave me a bag of it, and it was really good coffee. So, like I always say, either we stand up for our rights or we can sit by and watch them go away. Y'all have an awesome rest of the day. We'll talk to you later. Tennessee Frank out of here.